Good evening everybody. Today we are going to discuss one of the important chapter, that is departmentation. So what is departmentation? So we know an organization is having different kind of department. It is maybe finance department, HR department, marketing department, personal department. So department means what? Department is nothing but the grouping of jobs, processes and resources into logical units to perform some organization task. Okay, logical way you are deciding, you are segregating something, you are bifurcating something for different functions, different units, that is known as what? Departmentation. So it is the grouping of jobs. Okay, finance department finance देखेगा, marketing department marketing देखेगा, personal department HR department different देखेगा, production department different देखेगा. So it is the grouping of jobs, processes and resources into logical units to perform some organization task. That is known as what? Departmentation. So departmentation is the foundation of organization structure. Departmentation means division of work into similar units. Look at the departmentation is the foundation of any kind of organization structure. If you see any kind of organization structure, कौन किसके ऊपर है, कौन किसके नीचे है, who is lies above whom, who is lies below whom, and who is the superior and subordinate, you can observe one thing will come different department and their department heads. So departmentation is the foundation of organization structure, and departments means क्या है? Division of work into smaller units and they regrouping into bigger units on the basis of similarity of features. Each department is headed by a person known as department manager. Division of work into departments leads to specialization as people of one department perform activities related to that department only. Departmentation provides scope for organization's growth and expansion. What is this, everybody? Departmentation means you have to segregate the total work into different segments, different groups, and that department has to see the particular task only, the particular jobs only, where you can specialize in performing a particular activity for a longer period of time. So if you are belonging to the HR department, you have to see the compensation, you have to see the performance appraisal, you have to see the training, so you can be having the acquainted, you be specialized in that particular department. Okay. For easy functioning of an organization, the department happens. So departments means what? It is the division of work into smaller units and the regrouping in a bigger units on the basis of similarity features. Okay, आप HR department में हो, मतलब you are doing certain function which are similar to other people in the HR department. If you are in the production department, then other people who are there in the production department, you all are doing the similar type of work. So in order to have the specialization, in order to achieve specialization, in order to achieve the efficiency, you are going for this particular departmentation. Department provide the scope for organization growth as well as expansion. So if your organization is having the departments which are doing this specialized job and which are focusing the particular activities or specified activities, then we can say the organization is achieve the growth as well as expansion in the product lines. Then what are the different principles of departmentation? Look at, these are the principles of attainment of the enterprise objective. The first principle of any kind of departmentation is you have to have your organization objective or enterprise objective. So you are doing the departmentation for the easy control, easy coordination, easy for the specialization, for achieving the efficiency. You are going for this departmentation, but the main objective is what? Enterprise objective or enterprise goal to accomplish or attainment of the enterprise objective. आपका मकसद क्या है? To reach your objective of the organization. So you might have different kind of department, we might have different kind of various functions in the organization. Functional wise, there are different kind of departments are created: finance function, HR function, marketing function, production function, operation function. So but irrespective of the organizations, irrespective of the department objective, your main objective is how you can attain the enterprise objective. Principle of comprehensive departmentation. So based upon the requirement of a particular organization, you should create your own basis of departmentation, whether your organization will be product wise, whether your organization is customer wise, you want to make the departmentation, whether the process wise you want to make the departmentation, whether you want to make the departmentation functional wise, that depends upon you. So it is a comprehensive. And principle of interdepartmental cooperation. So every department, even though you are having your own department, but there should be cooperation among your department and other department. If you are under the HR department, then you should see that how you can cooperate with a marketing department. Okay, if you are in marketing department, you should see that how you can cooperate with the finance department. For you as a marketing department, you require advertisement. For that you require money. So you have to approach the finance department. So proper cooperation, proper coordination is required for any kind of departmentation. Then principle of promotion or specialization. If you are under a particular department, then the same type of jobs you are doing repeatedly, continuously. So you are having the thorough knowledge of that particular jobs. So that's why it promotes what? Specialization. एक काम बार बार लगातार आप करोगे, वो function ही आप करोगे. If I am doing the accounting, I am doing the HR, I am doing the finance, I am doing the production, then there is no specialization. Then if I am focusing on only the HR part, then what I will get? I will be specialized. So this departmentation leads to what? Specialization. Then principle of cost and benefit analysis. Whenever an organization is having the department, each and every department is having the cost and benefit. कितना cost हो रहा है, कितना benefit हो रहा है. The benefit should be more than to its cost. So there should be comparison of whatever the benefit you are getting and whatever the cost you are incurring. So the benefit should be more than to your cost. Then principle of top management control. Even though your organization is there and it is under the control of the departmental manager, but the total organization is under the control of the top level management, and top management or the CEO or general manager has to control over all the departments. Then principle of special attention to key result area. The key result area are those areas which make the organization to be successful, which make the department to be successful. The key area may be the profitability, the key area may be the public relation, the key area may be the marketing, the key area will be your market share. So you have to think, you have to give special attention towards your key area, then which can give you the lot of profit in the coming future. So you have to give attention of your key areas or key result area. It may be the marketing, it may be the public relation, it may be the profit, it may be the market share. Okay, so you have to keep a special attention to those key result areas which gives the success to your organization. Then principle of best utilization of resources. You should see that how your resources should be best utilized. How with the minimum number of people, how you can manage the organization, how you can manage the organization with the least cost, how you can reduce the cost, how you can use the resources in a maximized manner, how the resources can be optimally utilized, that you have to see. How you can produce more with a lesser cost, you have to see. Then principle of autonomous feeling to department heads. So the department head, that is the department manager, should feel that he is having the autonomy in functioning his role. That leads to what? Creativity. That leads to what? Innovation. He may be innovating, he may be the creativity, he may get the creativity. So that's why every department heads or department manager has to give enough scope for his autonomous, or has to feel his autonomy. Then principle of flexibility. The organization the department has to change with the change in situation, change in the scenario. They have to adapt the changes and they have to be flexible. The principle of human consideration. The organization or the department has to think apart from the financial resources, physical resources. They have to focus also the human beings. The human being is the most important part. They have to consider the human aspect as much as. Okay, so these are the principles of what? Departmentation. Now, basis of departmentation. Under the basis of departmentation, there are two bases of departmentation. One is what? फंक्शनल डिपार्टमेंटेशन एंड डिविजनल डिपार्टमेंटेशन, दो टाइप का डिपार्टमेंटेशन होता है, एक फंक्शनल डिपार्टमेंटेशन, दूसरा क्या है डिविजनल डिपार्टमेंटेशन. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द फंक्शन वाइज, इफ द डिपार्टमेंटेशन हैपन्स, that is the functional departmentation, like production, like HR, like marketing, like finance. If the according to function wise, if the departmentation happens, that is functional wise departmentation. And under the divisional department, based upon your convenience, you are segregating the department through product wise, through process wise, through geographical area wise, okay, through the customer wise. If you are segregating like that, then that is the departmentation which is known as divisional departmentation. So the functional department we have to focus now. So functional departmentation, you see, it is grouping of activities on the basis of similarity of the functions. The nature of activities performed by different organization is different. Activities carried by a manufacturing concern are production, finance, personnel and sales. For a trader, the major activity are buying and selling. A bank performs the activities of borrowing and lending. The major functional department further have derivative departments. Production department, for example, has department to handle purchasing, production planning and control and manufacturing, etc. So what is functional department? Functional department क्या होता है? You have to segregate the department to different activities like production, like finance, like personnel, like sales. In that way you have to segregate a particular manufacturing concern like that. Similarly, if you are a bank, if you are as a bank, you have to see different kind of activities like borrowing and lending. That is function wise you are segregating the things. And also there are different kind of other things which are being derived from that particular main department, main functional department, that is known as derivative departments. Like it is told that from production department there are other things which are derived also: handling, purchasing, handling, production planning, control and manufacturing. So we have to cite in a particular chart so that you can understand better. Look at everybody, this is the organization chart showing the functional department. Okay, it is the organization chart which is showing the functional departmentation. Look at who is there at the top. The board of director, they occupy at the top position. Under the basis of function, we are segregating this department. We are having this department, that department is functional department, and each and every department there is, look at, this is production, this is finance, this is personnel and marketing. This is the functional departments. Okay, and this is production control, this is capital budgeting, this is recruitment and advertisement. So advertising is doing by the marketing department, recruitment is doing by the personnel department, capital budgeting doing by the finance department, production control doing by the production department. And these are the other activity like we can say manufacturing, purchasing done by the production department, which is known as derivative department. Similarly, capital budgeting में क्या आएगा? Current asset budgeting, और finance में क्या आएगा? Current asset budgeting. So that is known as derivative department. Similarly, placement, training, promotion, these are come under the HR department or personnel department. So that is known as derivative department. Similarly, sales, promotion and research and development, that is also coming under the marketing department. So there are certain departments which are also derived from the main department. Here the main department is production department, finance department, personnel department and marketing department. So these are all important functions of any kind of department, and these are all the main functional department of any kind of organization like production, finance, personnel and marketing, and other department are the outcomes of the or derived from the main department. So other departments are known as what? Derivative departments. So what are the merits of functional departments? It is simple and logical basis of creating department. So it is very much simple and it is specialized also. Those people who are belong to a particular department, who are specialized in a particular task, they have to perform that particular, they have to belong into that department only, and they have to continue to do that jobs only. Suppose I am good at training, then I should belong into the HR department or personal department, and every time, everywhere I have to give the training to every worker. So what will happens, the specialization will come. Then for proper coordination also, this particular functional department will be helpful for training and control of the people as well as the particular manager, department manager. This functional department is quite good. Then for proper supervision of the organization also, this functional department is having the benefits. Then suitable and stable organization, for a particular suitable organization, for stability of an organization, this functional departmentation has to be required. Then suitable for small organization, those organizations which are not big, which are small, then this kind of functional department and categorizing into the different departments like production, personnel, then marketing, finance, that will be definitely good. So it is quite suitable for small organization. Then what is the limitation or demerits of functional departmentation? Overall organization goal. If you are not concerned about the main goal of the organization, if you are seeing your departmental goal only, then the main objective of the organization is not fulfilled. Then delayed decision. If even though your department is under the departmental manager, but who is controlling the entire organization? The top level managers, top level management. So for taking number of decisions, it is very much difficult. So it leads to a delay in decision making, and you have to coordinate your department with other department. So it is quite difficult. Then holding of accountability. You have to be accountable. Okay, as you are under a particular department, and the department is under the head, and the department head also accountable to its top level managers or top level management. Unsuitable for dynamic organization, those organizations which are changed with the change in situation, or it is abrupt change takes place where the changes is very fast, for those organizations, that is quite not suitable, and it is quite complex. The organization or the department is quite complex in nature. Okay, so complexity also a kind of thing which is very much, you don't know what to do, what not to do, to whom you can keep one department, to whom you are keeping another department. So if that could be that complexity arises, then this particular functional departmentation will not work. So after this functional department, the first basis of departmentation is functional departmentation. Thereafter what? Divisional departmentation. Under divisional departmentation, there are other departmentations are there, like product, like process, customer, territory or geographical departmentation, departmentation by time, departmentation by size, departmentation by task force. So divisional department means what? Divisional structure are created on the basis of similar divisions where each division has its own functional activity: production, finance, personnel and marketing. And major division that determine the organization structure are, so every divisional organization are created on the basis of smaller division where each of the division has its own functional activity. Product wise there is a division, then process wise there is division, customer wise there is division, geographical area wise division. You have to segregate, you have to divide under different basis. Okay, product basis, process basis, customer basis, geographical basis, size basis, time basis as well as task force basis, you can segregate. So that division is known as divisional departmentation. First you see product departmentation. So what is product departmentation? If you are segregating based upon the products, if a particular company is having number of products, if a particular company is having number of product line, so based upon product A, B, C, if you are categorizing different product and each and every product under different department manager and each and every product is having different department, then that is known as what? Product department. This form of departmentation is suitable for companies that produce multiple products. Product departmentation is grouping of jobs and resources around the products or product line that company sells. The focus is on the product line and all functional activities associated with product line. Departments is created on the basis of products, and the product manager has the authority to carry out functional activity for his department. So if you are categorizing, if you are segregating on the basis of product, if you are creating the department on the basis of product, and the departmentation is known as product department, and every product manager has the authority to carry out this different functional activity of that particular department. Look at this is the organization chart which is showing the product department. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Board of director as usual, they are upper level, then general manager of production, general manager of finance, general manager of personnel, then general manager of marketing. उसके बाद क्या आता है? different department manager. यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट ए जो कि एक डिपार्टमेंट है जिसके ऊपर प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर है, प्रोडक्ट बी का दूसरा डिपार्टमेंट है जो कि एक डिफरेंट मैनेजर आता है, प्रोडक्ट सी उसका भी डिफरेंट मैनेजर आता है. सो प्रोडक्ट के अनुसार, डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट के अनुसार आप क्या करते हो? डिपार्टमेंटेशन बनाते हो. एंड एवरी प्रोडक्ट इज हैविंग इट्स ओन डिपार्टमेंटल मैनेजर और प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर. हर एक प्रोडक्ट का, इफ ए कंपनी इज हैविंग ए बी सी प्रोडक्ट्स, देन A product different manager, B product different manager, C product different manager. Okay, and also these all product manager are doing the similar functions of other product manager. They also doing this function: production function, finance function, accounting function, R&D, that is research and development function. So all the product manager are doing the similar type of functions. Okay, so that is known as what? Product departmentation. प्रोडक्ट वाइज आपको एक डिपार्टमेंट बनाते हो तो वो क्या है? प्रोडक्ट डिपार्टमेंटेशन है. उसका मेरिट क्या है जान लीजिए. सो फॉर बेटर परफॉर्मेंस, फॉर फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, फॉर फास्टर डिसीजन, फॉर कोऑर्डिनेशन, फॉर कंट्रोल, for responsibility, efficiency. If you are there in particular department, particular product you know, then you will be there in that particular department. If you are not having any idea of another product, then you should not be there in that particular product. So the person who are having the knowledge about the product, they can be there in that particular organization, so that leads to better performance, and you are very much flexible also for being a particular department, and for taking decision fast also it can be helpful for better coordination, control, and achieving the efficiency of the organization. You are categorizing your organization into the different department product wise. Okay, so every product is under the control of different product manager, and they are taking care of that particular product, which leads to achieve what? Efficiency. The limitation of product departmentation. So coordination, product A product B में coordination नहीं हो पाएगा. It is also expensive also. If a particular company has 10 products, then every product is having its own department, so it is quite expensive also. And also for if you are not able to control also, that is a particular problem which will arise. So it increases the cost if you are not able to control properly. Then process departmentation. What is this process departmentation? So if suppose I am wearing this t-shirt, so the t-shirt came with different processes. What is that? Making of thread, pasting, coloring. Okay, so different processes are weaving, okay, ginning, different kind of processes happens, then ultimately the product comes to the market. So process wise you are segregating the different department, and if the organization is under different processes, you are making the departmentation, then that is known as process department. Okay, एक डिपार्टमेंट क्या करेगा? थ्रेड प्रिपेयर करेगा. दूसरा डिपार्टमेंट क्या करेगा? वेव करेगा. ओके, तीसरा डिपार्टमेंट क्या करेगा? पेस्टिंग करेगा. चौथा डिपार्टमेंट क्या करेगा? कलरिंग करेगा. सो व्हाट इज दैट? Process wise you are differentiating or making different department, then that is known as process departmentation. In manufacturing organization, generally it is manufacturing organization only. Manufacturing organization where the product passes through different stages. ओके, आप प्रोसेस कॉस्ट पढ़े हो, ओके, where the product will be processed, every process there is a input will be there, okay, and every process there is a output is there. Output of process A become the input of process B, output of process 1 become the input of process 2. so यहाँ पे क्या होता है, एक प्रोडक्ट एक प्रोसेस से दूसरे प्रोडक्ट क्या होता है, पास होता है. So every process is under a control of a particular department. Okay, so that is known as what? Process department. Each stage is designated as a process, and departments created on the basis of process is called process department. For each process, department is created and headed by people who are skilled and competent to carry out the process. Okay, हर एक प्रोसेस में competent people रहेंगे, competent लोग रहेंगे जो कि वो काम को एक्सपर्ट की तरह करेंगे, वो काम को स्पेशलाइज की तरह करेंगे. सपोज आई एम गुड एट थ्रेडिंग, suppose I am good of making the thread, then I have to do that task only. If somebody is good at in printing, then he belongs to the printing process and he has to do the printing, so that specialized will come, so that expertise will arise, so that he will be, if he will be competent, he will be there on that particular process. Then organization chart showing the process departmentation. Look at this is the picture which is showing the process departmentation. Okay, we know board of director top, then general manager in production, finance, personnel as well as marketing. And look at this crossing, here look at manager crossing, manager of making pulp, manager of purifying pulp, manager of paper roll, manager of cutting. What is this everybody? Suppose you are making paper. For paper manufacturing, if your organization is paper manufacturing organization, then there will be crossing of the paper, which is a process. Then there will be making pulp of the making pulp, there is another process. Purifying pulp, there is another process. Then paper roll, there is another process. Cutting is another process. So each and every process will be under different kind of manager. Okay, so they are doing a particular task, and ultimately what will come, the paper will come. Okay, so this is a kind of what a very process organization, as I cited earlier, for a textile company. Okay, if you visit Surat or Ahmedabad, there is a textile company where they are making the thread, some making the thread, there is a one process. Weaving the things, there is another process. Pasting or printing, there will be another thing. Okay, coloring, another thing. So different processes are created, and every process there is a particular manager who are assigning a particular process. So that departmentation is known as what? Process department. Specialization also you will be getting, because you are repeatedly and continuously you are doing, and it is also economic. Okay, and the cost per unit will definitely decline on that case. Then it is consideration also for this particular departmentation, and technological, that is technological consideration, and it also facilitate what? Training. Okay, so if any kind of training required for understanding any kind of process, then you can go for that one. The limitation of process departmentation, so coordination is difficult, and if you are doing the same job repeatedly, you can be bored also. So that is the limitation of this particular process departmentation. Then the next departmentation is customer departmentation. So customer wise, if we are making the department, that is known as customer departmentation. So when organizations sell goods to customer with different needs, department on the basis of customer is the suitable form of departmentation. It is the organizing of jobs and resources in such a way that each department can carefully understand and respond to the different needs of specific customer groups. Clear identification of customer and their needs is the basis of department. You have to understand what is the need of the customer. According to the need wise, you can segregate your department. So that is known as what? Customer department. Look at this example. Here it is a bank. It is given the example. For car loan, there is a separate department, and that is there under the control of a particular manager. For housing loan, there is a under the control of different manager. For this electronics loans, like we can say FMCG products, there is a different manager. For commercial loan, there is a different kind of manager. So based upon what? Based upon the customer requirement, कस्टमर को होम लोन चाहिए, कस्टमर कंज्यूमर ड्यूरेबल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्रोडक्ट भी परचेज कर सकता है, कस्टमर क्या है कमर्शियल लोन भी ले सकता है, कमर्शियल कार खरीद सकता है. सो बेस्ड अपॉन द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द कस्टमर यू आर कैटेगराइजिंग, यू आर डिवाइडिंग द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, यू आर मेकिंग द डिपार्टमेंटेशन under the basis of what? Under the basis of what? Customer. So that category of departmentation is known as what? Customer department. Similarly we can say if insurance is or mutual fund or demat account, so there is also we can make different kind of department, and each and every department under the control of a manager. So that is known as what? Everybody, this customer departmentation. Okay. सो मेरिट ऑफ कस्टमर क्या है? कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज. ओके, इस डिपार्टमेंट में जो है उस डिपार्टमेंट में नहीं होगा. ओके, सो यू विल बी गेटिंग व्हाट? कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज, एंड इट इज क्वाइट कस्टमर फोकस, कस्टमर ओरिएंटेड, एंड दीज पीपल हु आर देयर इन द होम लोन or the people who are there in the insurance, they are doing the same thing. So specialization will come under this customer departmentation, and the limitation is there is no proper coordination. Okay, and you have to identify the customer group who require what, who require what not. Then change in customer behavior, consumer behavior you have to see, and you have to understand what is the need and what is the required, what can influence the consumer. You have to study that one. Okay, if that could be changed, there is a problem. For getting the specialized staff is difficult, and specialized staff you have to observe whether the organization is having, whether the department is having that kind of specialized staff or not to be there as under the customer departmentation. The geographical departmentation. What is this geographical departmentation? In territorial departmentation or geographical departmentation, otherwise known as, organization create department close to its customer because they are geographical dispersed over different areas near the source of deposits. Each geographic unit has resources to cater to the need of consumers of that area. General manager of every department looks after functional activities of his geographical area, while overall functioning manager provides supporting service to the manager of different area. Suppose a particular company is there in Mumbai. Okay, the main company is there in Mumbai. They want to do the business in Berhampur. So there should be have different geographical heads will be there, different geographical area wise different manager will be there. So that is known as what? Geographical departmentation, or this territory departmentation. Look at this example. Here the board of director as usual at the top, then thereafter the general manager of different department, production, finance, personnel as well marketing department is there. Then look at here the territory or geographical department took place on the basis of different zone: south zone, north zone, east zone, west zone. Okay, so and if every zone is under the under different kind of manager who are taking care of that particular zone or geographical area, and they are doing the same type of function. Production function वो करेगा, purchase करेगा, personal करेगा, marketing करेगा. So south zone भी करेगा function, north zone भी करेगा, east zone भी करेगा, west zone करेगा. So here you are making the departmentation on the basis of different regions, different territory, different geographical area, so that for what? For better control only we are making this particular departmentation. So what is the merits of this geographical departmentation? Training and development. Okay, customer orientation, low cost of production and communication. What is that? Training and development. So you can give the training of that kind of people so that specialization will come. Okay, and it is quite focused to a particular region, particular group of the people of a particular region only. If you are there in the west zone, you should not focus on the north zone or south zone, and it is the cost of production is also can be low because that particular raw material might be available near to that particular region, near to that particular locality, so the cost of production also reduce, and you should have a better communication if you are making the geographical departmentation. Then limitation of geographical departmentation. So coordination, control, expensive managerial skills. So coordination could be difficult if all the department will be there. If you are segregating in different zones, one will be Mumbai, one will be in Delhi, one will be at Mizoram. So if that could be the case, so coordination and control it will be difficult. It is also you have to spend a lot of amount, and the manual skills what is required, if it is not present in a particular geographical area, then it is very much difficult. Then departmentation by time. This method of departmentation is used in situations where work is done around the clock. The machine can't be stopped before finishing the work, like manufacturing of steel, where the time it is continuous, okay, where the work is done around the clock. It is done continuous, the work is done around the clock 24/7, okay, like what, manufacturing steel. Similarly, the demand is high and machine has to work overtime. Here the production has to be there to meet the demand. So in order to meet the demand, the work has to be continuous. The nature of work, best example is the airlines as well as railways, where they are doing the work continuously. The service which are very much essential, like health service, fire services also, okay. Similarly, workers work in shifts, morning, afternoon, night, so that work can progress continuously. So here this department takes place on the basis of time. Night shift में कुछ लोगों के लिए, देन मॉर्निंग शिफ्ट में, ओके, 4 शिफ्ट भी हो सकते हैं, मॉर्निंग शिफ्ट, आफ्टरनून शिफ्ट, नाइट शिफ्ट, and other shift also can take place in organization, okay. So where the time is a kind of important, on the basis of time you are segregating, you are making the department is known as what, this particular departmentation by time, okay, where the work is continuous. The best example is steel companies or steel industry. Then departmentation by size. So this method is followed in army, where the number of worker in the unit is important, okay. If you are making the department based upon the size, ये ट्रूप के लिए ये कैटेगरी है, ये ट्रूप के लिए ये रहेगा, okay. So the company's performance is judged by the number of people working with it, okay. यहाँ पे कंपनी का परफॉर्मेंस कैसे जज होगा, कितना नंबर ऑफ पीपल वर्किंग करते हैं, काम करते हैं, एंड देयरफॉर इट एडॉप्ट्स डिपार्टमेंट इज बाय साइज, ओके. सो साइज के अनुसार आप अगर डिपार्टमेंट करोगे, सो दैट इज डिपार्टमेंट बाय साइज. द बेस्ट एग्जांपल इज, okay, Indian Army we can say. Then department is by task force. When organization takes up different projects, it forms task force, which consists of people from different units having different skills to carry out those projects. These groups are formed, okay, temporarily to work till completion of the project. They are similar to project organization. यहाँ पे क्या है, हर एक डिपार्टमेंट से लोग आएंगे और एक ही प्रोजेक्ट को असाइन करें होंगे वो, एंड दे हैव द स्किल, where each and every department there are some people are taken to accomplish a particular project till its completion. They will be there in that particular project, or they will be there in that particular task force. So that is known as but department by task force. हर एक डिपार्टमेंट से जो कि स्किलफुल है, जो कि एफिशिएंट है, वो आएंगे, एक प्रोजेक्ट से जुड़े होंगे, एक प्रोजेक्ट के लिए काम करेंगे, एंड आफ्टर द कंप्लीशन ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट दे विल बी गो their respective places. So it is known as what, department by task force, okay. Now we are distinguishing the functional department and this divisional department or divisional departmentation, okay. So look at everybody. So what are the points of distinction? Functional structure, divisional structure. So basis. So departments are created on the basis of functional area like production, marketing. So functional डिपार्टमेंटेशन व फंक्शनल स्ट्रक्चर में क्या होता है, डिपार्टमेंट को कैसे होता है, डिपार्टमेंटेशन को हम कैसे कैटेगराइज करते हैं, डिपार्टमेंट को हम, ओके, मार्केटिंग, फाइनेंस, प्रोडक्शन की तरह क्रिएट करते हैं, ओके. यहाँ पे डिविजन स्ट्रक्चर में क्या हो रहा है, डिपार्टमेंट्स आर क्रिएटेड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ स्पेशलाइज्ड डिविजन्स. स्पेशलाइज, जो जिस चीज के लिए स्पेशलाइज्ड है, हम उसे उसकी तरह हम क्या करते हैं, डिवाइड करते हैं, जो जिस डिपार्टमेंट से स्पेशलाइज है, ओके. यहाँ पे क्या है, स्पेशलाइजेशन में क्या आता है, इट इज विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू एक्टिविटीज ऑफ ऑल प्रोडक्ट्स. प्रोडक्शन एक्टिविटी ऑफ ऑल प्रोडक्ट्स आर लुक्ड आफ्टर बाय प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर. यहाँ पे प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर क्या होता है, सब प्रोडक्शन से जुड़े सारे एक्टिविटी को देखेगा. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, डिविजनल में it is with respect to each area production activity of each product in each area are looked after by product और geographic manager. हर एक प्रोडक्ट को देखेगा प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर, हर एक geographical area को देखेगा geographical manager. Okay, so the specialization will come. Then control and coordination. It is very much complex if the organization is producing multiple products and selling multiple products. So it is very difficult. The control and coordination is much more complex, but it is much more simple for each departmental manager as he controls and coordinates only one product or market area. However, department manager find it difficult to coordinate with top manager. So यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, हर एक डिपार्टमेंट का डिफरेंट मैनेजर है, हर एक प्रोडक्ट का डिफरेंट मैनेजर है. सो इसलिए क्या है, यहाँ पे कंट्रोल करना, कोऑर्डिनेट करना इजी हो जाता है. तो फिक्सेशन ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू फिक्स द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. यहाँ पे क्या है, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आपका फिक्स है. डिपार्टमेंट मैनेजर इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर प्रॉफिट और लॉसेस ऑफ हिज डिपार्टमेंट. आप जिस डिपार्टमेंट से जुड़े हो, आप प्रोडक्ट ए के लिए जुड़े हो तो आप यू आर द रिस्पॉन्सिबल. ओके, आप प्रोडक्ट बी के लिए हो, आप नॉर्थ जोन के लिए हो, आप साउथ जोन के लिए हो, आप इस प्रोसेस से जुड़े हो तो यू आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर योर एक्शन. Then cost, it is a less costly form of departmentation. It is less costly, but here what happens, it is a costly form of what, departmentation. यहाँ पे cost ज़्यादा हो रहा है. Okay, क्योंकि different department you are creating and each and every department you are, there is a manager is there, so you have to pay for that. So that's why it is very much costly in case of divisional structure or divisional departmentation. Autonomy यहाँ पे क्या है, manager do not enjoy autonomy of making decision. They are guided by decision of top manager. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, top manager जो direction देते हैं, top management का decision बहुत important है. इसलिए manager का कोई ऑटोनॉमी नहीं रहता, वो अपने हिसाब से काम नहीं कर सकता. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, मैनेजर्स ऑफ ईच डिपार्टमेंट हैव ऑटोनॉमी इन मेकिंग डिसीजन. यहाँ पे मैनेजर क्या आते हैं, अपने हिसाब से अपने जरूरत के मुताबिक वो क्या लेगा, डिसीजन लेगा. उसके बाद सुइटेबिलिटी, सुइटेबल फॉर स्मॉल एंड सिंपल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन दैट प्रोड्यूस लिमिटेड प्रोडक्ट एंड सेल देम इन लिमिटेड ज्योग्राफी. यहाँ पे जो फंक्शनल स्ट्रक्चर और फंक्शनल डिपार्टमेंटेशन कब सुइटेबल है, अगर फार्म स्मॉल है, अगर लिमिटेड एरिया को फोकस कर रहा है और लिमिटेड ऑन द प्रोडक्ट विच आर प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और द डिपार्टमेंट इज वेरी लेस, देन इट इज सुइटेबल. यहाँ पे क्या है, इट इज सुइटेबल फॉर लार्ज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, डायनामिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन दैट प्रोड्यूसेस मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट एंड इट इज प्रोड्यूसिंग इन ए वाइड जियोग्राफिकल एरिया. जहाँ पे आपका एरिया बहुत बड़ा है, large है, and you are functioning of the total nation, total geographical area, and you are selling the multiple product for those organization. This particular divisional structure of departmentation is suitable. Okay, so both the functional departmentation and functional structure of departmentation and divisional structure is department is having its own merits and demerits. This is all about today's class about the departmentation and its principles and the basis of departmentation. Thanks for listening patiently.